Hello everyone! So today I have a March favorites video for you all, and I am so excited to share all of the products that I have been loving with you this month, and there is quite a lot, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first products that I'll start with are eye products, and I have two of them. The first one is the MAC Single Eyeshadow in the shade Soft Brown, and this is a matte formula. And this shade is just the most beautiful blending color or transition color. I use it almost every single time I wear eyeshadow, and it is just beautiful. Then I have my Tarte Multiply little brush eyeliner, and this is just a liquid liner that has an extremely small thin tip. I've never owned a high-end liquid eyeliner like this before. The Kat Von D one is very popular, the Stila one is very popular, but I've just never picked up one, and so I did pick up this one at BeautyCon recently, and I have been loving it this month. And for lip products, I have the Lush Sweet Lips Lip Scrub, and this is just your average sugary lip scrub, but I have just been loving it this month because my lips have been extremely chapped and just very flaky, and I have been in desperate need of lip scrub, so this has definitely come in handy. And to go with that, I have been loving my Aquaphor Healing Ointment lip treatment, and this is just a very thick lip balm, and I have been loving it. I've heard people talk about this countless times and just never picked it up, but I finally did, and I am loving it. And as far as any lip colors that I've been wearing, I really have been gravitating towards this Color Whisper in the shade Lust for Blush, number 25. And this is what it looks like. It's just a mauve-y, pinky, neutral shade, and it's just so easy to throw on, and this is definitely what I've been using a lot this month. And for face products, I have quite a few. The first one that I'll mention is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I love this concealer. It is so creamy, and I find that the shade matches my skin tone flawlessly. Like, I have never found something that matches so great, and this is in the shade Fair. So I love this. Also, a brush this month that goes along with concealer is the Crown Brush in the number C455, and this is just like a miniature version of the Flat Top Kabuki, and I've just been using this for concealer, and it just blends it so flawlessly, and I have been loving it. I've never owned a concealer brush like this before, so I am super glad that I picked this up, and it's definitely a favorite of mine. Next, I have a foundation, and it is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup, and mine is a neutral shade. It's in the shade Soft Ivory Classic Ivory N1-2. At first, I was having a hard time because I thought that the color match wasn't very correct, but I started using it with my beauty blender, and I found that it just works so much better. Usually I take my foundation and pump it on my finger and dab it all over my face and blend it out with my Flat Top Kabuki, and it just wasn't working with this one very well, but I started pumping this on the back of my hand and dipping my beauty blender in it, and it just gives a beautiful coverage and blends very nicely, and I find that the color does not bother me at all, so I'm loving this for my dry skin this month. And to set my foundation, this is probably my #1 favorite of this whole entire month. It is the Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder from Tarte, and this is in the Aqua Lilies collection, but at first I hated this stuff. Like, I'm talking never wanted to pick it up again. I just used it with kind of a fluffy powder brush to set my makeup, and it just made me look so splotchy and gross. I hated it. I was so mad at myself for buying it, but then I remembered seeing Candy Johnson do a full coverage makeup tutorial using a damp beauty blender with her setting powder similar to this. This isn't wet right now, but I'd used a wet beauty blender with the foundation, so it was already wet and ready to go, and I dipped it in this and just pressed it into the skin. And I kid you not, this is the most incredible product I've ever used. I have not ever seen my skin look as flawless as it does with this in my entire life. Any type of translucent setting powder that's kind of that silicone-y feeling, oh my gosh, you have to pick up something, if not this exact one, something similar, and use it with a damp beauty blender. It will shock you. I had no idea that it would give that effect, and I cannot wait to continue to use this because I love it. And to set my under eye concealer this month, I have been in love with the Bare Minerals Well Rested concealer, and it is just the most beautiful sheen it gives whenever you set it with a fluffy under eye brush. I just find that the sheen that it gives under my eyes just brightens them even further, and just I love the effect that it gives, so I've been loving this month. And last for makeup products, the blush that I have fallen back in love with is the MAC blush in the shade Buff. And this is just a very natural, kind of neutral shade. It's not very pink, it's kind of a warmer mauve, I guess. I don't know how to explain colors very well, but I love it. I have it on today, and I just think that it is so natural and beautiful, and it blends so well that I don't have to worry about it looking splotchy, which for some reason I have found I've been having issues with lately. So, but this one does not do that, and I've been loving it. I have 3 products that are not makeup related, and the first one I'll share is my dry shampoo by Dove Hair Therapy, and this is just the Refresh and Care Volume Dry Shampoo, and I am almost gone. I definitely need to pick up a new one. I love this. I use the Lush dry shampoo like I've mentioned before, and I love that one. I really do. However, sometimes it is just hard with the powder to get up in these areas, and so you kind of have to like tilt your head, and it gets really awkward. And so with a spray, you can easily just lift your hair and spray wherever you need to. But I also find that the scent of this does not bother me, and it just does an awesome job, and I have definitely been using this up this month. And I have discovered a new face scrub this month that I'm in love with. It is the Garnier Clean Blackhead Eliminating Scrub. And this says it's for oily skin, but honestly, my dry skin has been loving this. It just is a salicylic acid acne treatment, and it is a sort of, I don't know if you can see this, sort of a clear consistency, and it has little black charcoal beads in it. And I love it. It says it unclogs pores, clears complexion, and it contains charcoal. So I love face scrubs. I'm obsessed with them, and I've definitely become a fan of this one this month. And the last product that I have for my March favorites is the Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb perfume, and this is just a tiny little version of it. You can buy this little version at Sephora, and it comes with a refill bottle that's pretty large, and this is only $35 for the set. So I just, you know, adore this. It's literally the most delicious scent ever. I went through a phase of not using it, but lately it has become a quick favorite of mine. It is just so beautiful. The scent is, I mean, I would wear it any day, all day, but I would definitely say it's leaning more towards a night scent. But honestly, it smells so good that who cares, you know? Smell good all day, whatever. And that is it for my beauty favorites. I have a couple song favorites and YouTuber favorites this month. A few of the songs that I've been loving this month are I See Fire by Ed Sheeran. I know it's an oldie, but it's definitely a goodie, and I've been having that on repeat lately. I've been loving the song Lifespan by Vaults. And also Skrillex and Diplo, Where Are You Now, featuring Justin Bieber. That song is so catchy. And last but not least, I've been loving the song Electric Love by Borns. A few YouTubers that I have been loving this month are Beauty with Brittany XO, Miss Remy Ashton, Carly Humbert, and Jasmine Garcia. Those are the 4 YouTubers that I have been loving lately, especially throughout this month. I've been watching them non-stop, and I will leave their channels listed below. They are awesome, and if you aren't subscribed to them already, please go and subscribe. I've discovered them within this past month, and I am loving them, so definitely go give them a subscribe. So that is all of my March favorites for the month. It was a great month, and I am just super happy with all these products that I've mentioned. So if you're loving any products, please leave them in the description below. I need suggestions always. And if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please do hit that red subscribe button, and I can't wait to see y'all very soon. Bye.